Hey, what's good, everybody? It's another show of That's What's Up with me, D Stern. Thank y'all for joining me this Sunday. Sorry about last week. Had too much of a hangover from my birthday from the night before, so I didn't make the show last week. So I apologize for that. But this should be a good show today. Today I'm reviewing some MK Ultra, TAC, my normal reviews from them. So we're smoking some of that, and I have my guy Danish DeWaller. He's been on the show. I think the first or second time I had it. He's coming on again because he has some new products they're coming out with. Gonna be talking about. So we're gonna have a good show today. I believe it's Overgrown, Attack, and Switch that they got that's coming out. It's pretty wonderful. I believe one of them fights powdered mildew. The other one is phenomenal. I've been hearing about that it could take a male plant and switch it to a female, which is crazy. And the other one's a good foliar spray. So we'll find out a little bit later when we get him on the phone. See who's all in. What's up, Froggy? What's up, Grassman? What's up, Chris? Victorious Boost, welcome to the show. What's up, Kev? Gimp. Everybody's here, okay? So we got a full house today. And whoever those is not logged in yet, welcome. Need a power box. I got another one. I might be putting that up. We're going to be talking about that later on in today's show. Maybe talking about the donations that's been going for Brian J. So we might have something available for that. Hopefully we get Cookie's mic on tonight, and he'll talk about that. But today, man, I got some new papers I've been smoking with. These zigzags, these ultra thin 1.5s. I've been liking them, man, because the papers, instead of putting two together, they already come one. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one paper, but it's big enough to roll a big finger. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty good. We got GC in the house. Ding, ding. That's what it is. So everybody get your medications ready. I already grinded this down. I haven't got the cam shot yet. All my cam shots get put in when I download it. So everybody get your medications ready. Roll up. So I know I am. Sorry I'm a little slow today, y'all. Got back from eating real good, so a little slow. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Everybody was medicated and safe out here. I'm gonna make Danish. Gonna make him my guy from Optic Fuller. He's gonna be one of the reps on the show for me as a fuller and spray specialist. He's been on a few different shows, a couple of different shows that's been weekly. The Heavy Tea Grow show, he was on there all the time. Calling in, you can ask questions. Anything you need help with, great guy. He'll help you anytime you need help with. So that's one thing I can say about him. He's real good. So I'm happy him on the show regularly. Give us some because he's into business a lot, so he deals with a lot of business ends and tells us about things coming out. Even though he has his own company and everything, he's more in tune to the industry than I am, and there's a lot of things coming out. So we're gonna have him on. He's gonna talk today. But I see Rakes in the house. I see Ricky, June, little Julie. I see Cookies in the house. What's up? Hope you're free, fam. I'll be calling you in a little bit. For those who are late, talking about my guest today, he's going to be on there, and I'll be showing you some of my. I said I wasn't going to do it. I was going to do the video when it was done, but I've seen some phenomenal things happening over the past week or two with my plant. So I'm going to show the two ones that I made the breeding project on, that I had the Fem spray for the T-Mist. So I'm going to show you that because not only has this been making pollen, I'm telling you, when I barely touch it, I can see the pollen move. Go out there. Not only is making pollen, it already pollinated the plant. I can see the seeds formed, you know what I'm saying, about halfway done. Now only are they still making more sacs, like it was a male, they're coming out everywhere. So we're just getting more and more pollen after they already pollinated. So it's crazy. If you try to cut it off, it'll come back thicker, but it's still making pollen. So it does work, and it does work in different aspects. You're going to get some pollen, you're going to get some seeds, and you're going to get some more pollen. So I'm going to show that up a little bit later. I kind of burnt them last time on the newts, but they're okay. They snapped back with it. I've been giving them water. I flushed it. I realized with this breeding project, I don't have to give them too much new, so I've been hanging back on them, getting them real light feedings now, and everything is snapped back. So that's one thing I learned about these pollinated plants. They don't need a lot of nutrients at all. So, well, let me go ahead and get him ready, get him on the phone, so we get it moving and grooving. So he told me to ask y'all too, if you had any questions for him, do not hesitate to ask. He enjoys answering questions. Doesn't have to be about sprays. You know, if anything that you hear him talk about, it'll work. So. Let me get him on the phone. Hey, what's going on, Denise? You're live on Fastball Show with D Stern. Oh, not too much, man. I was up here to tell the viewers a little bit about you. I said that he was on here one of the earlier shows, first or second show I had. So a lot of people might have missed it or didn't know too much about you. So I'm telling about, well, since I've tried a lot of foliar sprays, and this is the one I like I've stuck with. And so I was telling them a little bit about you and telling them you answer questions, and I'm going to have you on as a regular spray specialist on the show. Call in frequently because you have experience with other shows. So I was giving a little bit about your background and telling them a little bit about you. But now we got you on, we'll let you do that. This is Denise from Optic Foliar, y'all. If y'all don't know, Optic Foliar is a foliar spray for your plants. I'm going to let him get into it before you go into about the new products. Might as well just tell them a little bit about the Optic again if they don't know.
Yeah, right on, man. And we want to thank you for letting me come back on and be a guest on your show. Always, it's a pleasure to come on to shows and connect with different growers and mediums like online shows like yours that help us connect with customers and answer some questions. Because especially with foliar spraying. And I guess, to give a quick background, I'm here in Vancouver, Canada, and still working in grow shop. I learned a lot about nutrients and foliar spraying. And the one thing that I think everyone has encountered or know is the problems that you encounter with foliar spraying. The main one I think that's really common is spraying with the right from having, even before that, getting the foliar spray ready. You can only spray one thing at a time, so you either do a
Yeah.
The challenge, though, there was a lot of problems with foliar spraying, and that's what we've done. And I'll touch on a few different optic foliar products, but it's just for all the listeners out there, feel free to ask me questions if you can. I'll answer as many as I can.
Yeah.
But our technology starts with our product transport. And people are familiar with wetting agents like dishwashing soap, and there's a lot of different wetting agents on the market. The problem with a lot of wet agents is all we do is spread and stick on the leaves. With our wetting agent, it doesn't spread or stick on the leaves. It actually opens up the top leaf surface.
Yeah.
And that allows all the spray to get into the plant. That's where it's needed. And where we're trying to get all the foliar spray application is to an area called the mesophyll layer of the plant. And by getting everything there, that's where all the production takes place. So that's where your photosynthesis happens. That's where your nutrient gets converted into energy to get turned into growth or bloom, or that's where it all happens. That is the manufacturing area of the plant. So by getting the element, whether it's a nutrient spray or a fungus spray or a pest spray into the plant, you're making it 100 times more, almost 100 times more effective. And with transport, because it does all that, you can now spray with the lights on. There's no residuals to wash off. There's no burning, and you no longer need to spray the undersides of leaves.
Yeah.
And the benefit for customers on that is, you take mix our transport up with Azimax or Nemo, a quarter strength, and you mix it in with transport and the Nemo, just spray the top of the lights on, that's it. Well, you're going to see a huge knockdown rate in about 24, 48 hours.
Yeah.
And so that's where it all started with the transport. From there, we got other products like Overgrow, which I think people have questions on, and Switch.
Yeah.
Just to kind of provide full circle solutions for foliar spraying. And all our foliar sprays are meant to work with your lighting and with your nutrients. And you can check out the information on our site, but we basically help the nutrient uptake by, from the root zone by about 30%. And in terms of nutrient delivery into the plant through the leaves, we increase that by about 40 to 50% depending on the element or more. And that's all in 4 hours. So after 4 hours of spraying your plant, we increase your nutrient content within the leaves by about 40-50%, as well as your nutrient uptake from your root zone. So works with your lighting and your nutrients, just maximizes your growth. And if people are looking for a way to further add to your yield or further add your speed up your growth rates, you tried everything under the sun when it comes to adding into your tank. And that's where foliar spray comes in, because that's the last area left that can really push your growth.
Yeah, because I've tried a lot of just a handful of foliar sprays before I found yours, and I know about some spraying with lights on. It can burn. I didn't burn plants up, and trying to do that, but with yours, it doesn't do that. It works. I don't have to, like you said, lift the plant up and spray under. I can just hit it with a good mist, and it gets everything. That's one thing I like about it. So I yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's, we ask a bunch of people about foliar spraying. The common reaction we get is, didn't like it, didn't work, inconsistent, and, there's a lot of side effects. Well, that's where I'll kind of talk about Overgrow here, because with our Overgrow, it's the only ready-to-use multi-purpose spray on the market. And so here we go, check this out. In one spray, we got a performance built in. So everything in your garden is checked, use on your cuttings, use on your grow, use on your bloom. We're going to get more nutrition in there, and that's going to push growth, give you more yield. You want to cut your veg down by a week. You're using 4 weeks to grow, we'll cut it down by a week. Use it in bloom as well, we're just going to add your weight. On top of that, we've got deficiencies, spray that on.
Go ahead.
Spray that shit on, and we'll correct any deficiencies in 24 hours. So,
That's what I like, man. You say that again, man. You said you hit it again within 24 hours. It will fix any deficiency.
Yeah. The one thing is you gotta make sure you don't have a nutrient burn. So, I had a buddy of mine call me the other day and ask me, hey, go check out my plants. Like, you want to check out my plants? And they didn't look right to me. It's discoloring, and what he thought was a nutrient burn was not a nutrient burn. So for a lot of, I'm just gonna give a quick tip out here because this is something that I feel helps a lot of people. If you're in soil or cocoa or hydro, what you may want to do for every few weeks is just take a pH of water. If you're in soil, 7. If you're in hydro, around 6. And check the pH, run it through at that pH. Check your parts per million, run it through and collect the runoff. And what my buddy found, and this is why I think it's a great tip for all growers. What my buddy found is parts per million were at around 12 to 1500 in that range, and his pH was about 8.5, 9. So because things weren't going good in his root zone and his media, he was getting lockout, he wasn't getting the growth. So it was a good check for him, and it's a good check for all growers and listeners out there. Just a quick test to see what's going on in your root zone, and then it helps correct it. So if you've got nutrient lockout going on, you got sick yellowing plants, spray on overgrow, and in 24 hours, we'll take a yellow plant, we'll green it out, and we're going to get it right back on track. It'll give you time to work out any other issues you have. We'll keep your plants growing.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. That's real good about the product. Now, with this thing I've been really hearing about it. That's why I called you, especially to have you on there when I was told about it. Buddy of mine, I ain't gonna say it on the air because I don't think he's in a medical state. But a buddy of mine has used it because I told him about it. He got some at a store he goes to on the male because he's seen and heard about it, and it went from a male to female using the switch.
Yes.
And I was wondering. I said, man, that's crazy. Then so that's why I had to call you and ask you, is that true? And you said, man, it switches it. That's what it's called, switch.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, just one quick last point I just want to touch on the overgrow before I tell you all about switch.
Yeah.
The one thing that makes overgrow, multi-purpose and dynamic, is that we talked about the performance and the deficiencies end of it, but you can also use it to kill bugs and fungus all in one. So you get performance, bugs, fungus, all spray solutions in one. Spray with the lights on. Just spray the tops of the leaves. And you know what? It's just a multi-purpose spray for any stage of growth. Whether you got problems or not, we're just going to make your plants full grown.
Man.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
You got some questions on switch?
Yeah, now tell us about the switch that had me fascinated. I was like, man, because that's a new thing, and if it is, and use it, I'm gonna have to keep some here at the asylum, man. Switch from a male to a female. Just tell us about switch first, anyways. Before you get into that.
Let me be real clear on what switch does and how it's gonna. You will not specifically switch a male to a female. That we haven't worked out yet. What it will do is it'll ensure that your plant stays female and pushes it into bloom faster.
Wow.
So what I mean with that is if you don't have any problem, you just use it as a booster spray in the first week. You need to spray twice. You're going to see it push it to bloom faster, and you're going to see flowers starting in about 7 days with it. Yeah. The second thing it'll do is that if your plant has any problems, if you start to bleed, or you got some cuttings you're unsure of, or if your mother plants were stressed when you took them, what happens is sometimes plants go into bloom and they start to hermy or go off seeds after. So using it as a preventative spray again, in week 1 and then a week later, what it will do is it'll prevent any of those seeds or any of those hermies from starting to take over. And that's what the product will do. But in terms of switching a male into a female, it will not do that. It depends really on what the seed is. And if it's female with any issues, we'll keep it female. But male, it's very hit and miss.
Yeah, because see, what it was is it was growing and it looked like a female. And I guess what he told me is right when before he started putting flower, he was using it a little bit, and he seen the balls start to come out. Not too much like a full straight male, but right when they barely started to come out, so he started hitting it, and next thing you know, it reverted and went straight female. I didn't see the balls no
Yeah.
more. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that like if growers got like a room like a dozen or 15 of plants, and spray in the first week, and after the second spray, if you're seeing any plants not react to it, then get those out right away because those are the ones that are probably strong males.
yeah,
And then that will help you weed out and get the other one weed out the bad plants, males, and keeping the stronger ones. Then you can figure out which one they want to keep.
okay, it's wonderful. Now you said I what really wanted to ask because I heard and I seen the video on Monster Gardens. They was talking about optic foliar, that new attack. What is that about? The last time on the show, you didn't talk about that.
Yeah. All right. So we're kind of coming into the season of powdery mildew. So I just noticed that it seemed like there was some good powdery mildew products out on the market, but they all kind of had a few limitations, which will people back. And the main one that I touched on earlier is spraying with lights on and the damage. So with attack, it's a spray for powdery mildew. And again, spray with lights on, no damage or burning, there's nothing to wash off. It's a product that you can use on seedlings and cuttings that all the way through to late bloom. It is a blend of synthetics and some organics in there, but the residuals are like less than 48 hours. So with that and the organics, there's a few different methods we're using to combat the powdery mildew. We got the ready-to-use version of the cap, which has transport built in. And then we have the concentrate available. So people just got to mix it up with some transport themselves. And the other bonus of the concentrate of attack, if anyone's got root rot, you just throw it in your water, 2 mils a gallon, and you could cure your root rot in 1 or 2 days. But the main feature of attack is for powdery mildew, and attack is also built into overgrow. So with overgrow, you're getting the extra boost out of the product. And what I mean is, will kill and attack the powdery mildew, but also keep your plant growing. Because when your plants are under attack from powdery mildew or bugs, the production slows down, your photosynthesis slows down, your nutrient uptake goes down, your growth, everything slows down. It's slow. So with that, what we're doing with overgrow is we're speeding up their growth again, so you're not losing that growth and then ultimately losing on your yield.
Yeah. So that's good. It all works together. So it'd be good to get it all and just use it all together as one. Because you can also use it to prevent, can't you, as well, right?
Hell yeah! That's what we made the product for, is something that can be used as a prevention and a cure. And that's what I mean multi-purpose. So, we got it all into one spray, and that's something that no other foliar spray company has figured out. And that's why, Overgrow is a product that really helps us showcase who we are as a foliar spray company. Because we've got all the solutions worked out, we've got a multi-purpose spray, so mixed cutting just every couple of days. And once your plants are in grow and bloom, you put a good drench 2 to 3 times a week. If not more, some plants will get sprayed more, and you're going to see accelerated growth on everything you're doing.
That's great. Well, I thank you for talking about that new products for us and letting us know how it works and making that available to us. I'm pretty sure a few growers out there will hear it and get it and try it and let us know their results and how wonderful or how non-wonderful the product is. But I know it's going to work good. So it's gonna be all good. I told the viewers, like I said again, that we're gonna have you on regularly as a spray specialist because you do know a lot about sprays and other stuff and growing. So, is there any good advice you can give for the growers? 'Cause we have a few to a lot of new people that come to the site now. So, along with a lot of veteran growers, so it's good to give advice, knowledge, and some beginning knowledge as well. Do you have any good pointers for both sides?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question before you tell us that. Somebody asked, my boy Gimp on here says, does he grow and smoke himself? So do you grow and smoke yourself?
I focus on the company now, and that's what I focus on all day.
So
Oh yeah.
so I plead the fifth.
Oh yeah.
I plead the fifth on the first part, but I'll answer the second one. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so thank you, man. Go ahead and give them a quick advice, so they know you're serious and you're gonna be out there and where they can find you at, or give them an email. And like you said, where can we find these products? And the website, I believe, is opticfoliar.com, right?
Yeah, the website's opticfoliar.com. We got, depending on where you're located, we got stores popping up across the country carrying our product. If not, there's a bunch of sites that carry our product, and they've got it ready to ship. So Monster Garden's one of them that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And if they got any information, they can always email us for information. And if anybody listening to the show tonight, like us on Facebook, and just like us on Facebook, drop a note on our page, and tonight we'll pick a few winners, and we'll send out some free back to Overgirl.
Okay, cool, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Let me repeat that. He said if you go on the Facebook page and like them, we'll have a contest for the people that's watching tonight, and have a giveaway of some Overgrow for the people that's watching tonight. So if you go, yes, Rick, sample. If you go to Optic Foliar on Facebook, am I right, D? Optic Foliar on Facebook?
Yeah, like us on Facebook and post a note that you heard us on the D-Star Show and Social Grow.
Yeah.
And we'll pick some winners tomorrow morning and send out some free sample packs.
Well, okay, we can do that. And I got a question. Somebody asked him to do a grow. So basically, that's what I asked you a while ago before everything took off and and more viewers and everybody came on. He asked to do a grow. So basically, what I do is, let's say if you pick 5 people or 6 people, right, to grow, they have to grow genetics out from start to finish, and you see it from seed to harvest. I'll provide the genetics. I'll provide some of my genetics that I came out with. I'll provide that to for how many 5 or 6 people if you want to do it, and you provide the samples for them people, and they can show off how the product works from start to finish. Does that sound something you might be interested in?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're always looking for ways to highlight our product and show how it works. And it doesn't matter what nutrient you're using. We'll just working with your nutrient you're lighting. So yeah, we'll definitely love to showcase our product and totally down for that.
We'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you to the main guy who puts that together for the site. Green Clouds. I'll shoot you his info and you can talk to him and he'll let you know how to work all that out. He does all that. So if it's something, if it's wonderful, hey, we're all for it. So
yeah.
I thank you, man. And so how do you want to do it? If people, me ask, does anybody have? Because a lot of people don't do Facebook, and police wise, or some people's not in medical states, so.
Okay.
Well, he said don't diss Facebook. It's a standard now. So we'll figure out something. Like you said, you'll be a regular, calling in. So we could do something. Just people say, hey, I watched it when you was on there. They can. I'll give them your email, and they can give them a day or give them 24-hour period. You know what I'm saying? Because this won't come out on YouTube probably for another day or 2. So it'll be 24 hours anyway. Give them a day, and I'll give them the email for those who watch it. And
yeah, no worries. Okay, yeah, we'll run it for a couple of days then, no problem.
Okay, so we'll work something out. That's cool. But
Yeah.
everybody, I will give him the info. Do you mind if I give some people your email too, and they can get with you directly?
Oh, yeah, sure. If anyone has any questions, they can just email us at sales@opticfolio.com. And, yeah, we'll definitely get back if you got any questions.
Okay, I got some more. People. They said, "What's your Facebook address?"
It'll be under Optic Foliar.
It'll be under Optic Foliar. So OPTICFOLIAR, right?
Yeah, you got it, boss.
Okay, so Optic Foliar. Go look. It should be there on Facebook. Let me see. I guess if there was any more questions. Well, it's a few people at different times, so they'll have questions, and I'll get them with them, when I talk to you. So we can work that. But I thank you for coming. I thank you for coming on tonight, man, and being a part of the show tonight. We'll have you on again here real soon. So I thank you, D, for coming on, and stay safe and medicated, man, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, and all the Star Wars fans out there, may the Force be with you.
Oh, thank you, man. All right, peace.
All right, later, bro.
All right. All right, that's my boy Dinesh over at Optic Foliar. He's a real cool dude. So if you don't have to go on Facebook, y'all, if you don't want to. Said I'll put it up when I post a video up. I'll put his email on there and the business one. I believe it's opticfoliar.com. I've been to the site. I'll post the site up so you can have it. So it's cool that he's with the running a test grow on it. So we'll put something together. It don't have to be my genetics. I can put something together, take a vote on it, which ones y'all want to do it with, and I'll donate that part. And we'll see how GC wants to do it. So give me 2 seconds. So I'm gonna give you something to drink, and I'm about to pull the plants out here that I want to show you of how they're looking now. Mind you, they've been sprayed. I sprayed them over the days they were supposed to by a few days, so it did a little bit more than what it was supposed to do. When it was supposed to get that female pollen, it went from getting female pollen to, I'm just going to let it pollinate the whole thing. And it pollinated the plant, but it just kept growing sacs and pollen. So I've been cutting them off and taking them off because I don't want the pollen everywhere. So they've been growing and they're budding out now. So I plan on not smoking any of it, y'all. It's been sprayed, but they are budding. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. So we got, y'all really can't see. Let me turn that light on. You can see some of the big leaves right there, burnt them a little bit, but they're okay. Things all green. They're producing buds. But these buds is full of seeds. You can feel the seeds, you can see the seeds popping out. Right, like this top part cluster was nothing but, oh man, I'm trying to say, well, you can't be able to see it. I'll take up closer pictures, but all these now is pollen sacs. And when I tap it, I can see pollen coming out of it now. So it does make pollen. And it's crazy. but it pollinates the whole daggone tree. So I don't want to pull the blackberry one out because that's put in the back. But it's the same way thing, y'all. Uh, it does work making fem seeds. Now, what the next test is going to be is now that we know that it makes pollen and seeds and all that wonderful, great stuff. What we're going to do now is we're going to dry the seeds, then grow them out to see if they're really female or they hermaphrodite seeds. Hold up, y'all. Put this away. So that's going to be the test, is to see if it's actually going to be a female plant, which is going to be nice to see. So somebody put the link up. Thank you for letting them know, Grass Man. And it's great that that more companies and everything is coming together. So hopefully it'll be a link for the Social Grow to try out new products and see how these wonderful things work to the plants. But anyways, now this Black series that will be coming out here soon is the next thing I'm working on for the breeding. Now that I'll have the Blackberry Kush, which is going to be the base for the crosses, for the Black series, of course, Blackberry Black. Okay, so now that I have the seeds, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow 10 of them out. Maybe I'll say 8 to 10. I take 8 to 10 of them. I'm going to grow them all out in one whole 10. I'm going to pick one or two, the best female of them. I know they're going to be female anyway. After we already know that we grow them out and see, put them in the flower, see how they look. So basically, I'm looking for bud structure. Which one's going to put out the biggest buds? Which one looks good? Which one is going to have a nice weight to it? How's it hang? How's it look? I'm going to pick them. Then them is the ones I'm going to cross. So I have some of that pollen still. But I'm either going to take it that way or I'm going to not say flowers. I'm sorry. I'm not going to flower them. They're in veg. Then I know which ones I'm going to cross with. And I'm going to use that mist again. And we're going to hit a few different plants of my choice. Probably be the cherry pie. Probably be the euphoria. And probably a couple other ones that I have planned out. And I'm going to grow out the Northern Lights. So it might be that cross as well. But there will be fem seeds for this project. So it's going to be fun to see, y'all. And it's going to be real interesting. To see how the mist really works compared to using colloidal silver, which is, no problem with the other mists. They work, use them. Whatever works for it, whatever works, works. But I'm looking for one thing that's going to get all around. Just as far as collecting pollen, making seeds. Is it going to be fem seeds? Is it going to be hermaphrodite seeds? What? That's why it's going to be good to find out and test it. Anyways. But what's everybody doing, y'all, man? Good and medicated. I have to get some beats that I like that smoke. Real good and mellow. What y'all smoking on, man? What's good with y'all? How y'all doing? Let me go ahead see if my boy is free. There's some things that we might can put together to help my boy Brian. So let's see. He just had a marathon for him on his show. I think 2 days. So I'm gonna find out if he's busy. Hello? Hello? Something wrong with your phone. I'll call him back. Give him one more time. If not, then we'll have him on the next one. How long does it take to produce valuable seeds? Hello, what's up, Cooks?
I can hear you now.
Okay, man, my bad. I was reading the thing and not pushing the speaker button. Are you free? Are you busy?
No, I'm free.
Okay, well, I got you on the show. You on That's What's Up show, and this is
What's up, everybody?
this is Cookies Mike. Y'all know him from the Cookies Mike Grow Show. That's on the Social Grow and on YouTube. Good medical state grower. So Cookies Mike, man, I had a question, man. I was a little late because, you know, my show's at the end of the week, and y'all have all the beginning of the week shows. So, man, what can we do here? What can we put together, or how much is needed for the Brian J. Donation?
Oh, we're just making donations to Brian J. 12345E. His account on PayPal. It's basically his Gmail account, which is Brian J. 12345E at gmail.com. You can just go to PayPal.com, put in the amount, whatever you can afford. You know, you're not asking for a lot, but just, you know, every little bit helps. Just there's a little use for a little note. You can put a note and say, you know, what your handle is, or, you know, whatever, you know, and just donate to get back on his feet. He just recently is about to have a baby on Wednesday, so he got a job too, so he can get back on his feet. But we need him back on the social grow, you know what I mean? Because he's a very excellent follow grower. He's a reader. He knows a lot. And he doesn't ask for anything in return. He's a real good guy. He's a real solid dude.
Yeah, so that's what when I see him, I said, yeah, I'm with it, man. I miss his little fucker, man. That's my buddy, man. You know, so I miss talking to him every morning. So I need to try and do whatever I can do to help get him back online, because we need him back in the community. You know, that's what we're all about. You know, is the community. So, man, what you got going on over there, man? Might as well see what you're doing while I got you on the line.
Nothing much, man. I was just about to go into the cookie factory. The lights just came on. They do a little inspection, check out what's going on in there. You know, I recently did some transplants. So I got a lot of my little seedlings into bigger pots now.
Yeah.
So I got that going. So I'm about to pop a lot of your beans next, and have my Eastern grow up. So basically, that's what I'm doing tonight.
Oh yeah.
Out on TSP as well. So you know.
Yep.
Loving all my buddies on there. You know, have a hell of a lot of fun on that chat.
Yes, sir. And speaking of dropping, I was going to tell you too. I forgot as soon as you said that, it reminded me. I'm dropping some of yours here right when I dropped the Gage Green seeds. So once they get here and I drop them, I'm dropping them all together. So I'm gonna have a run since I got the whole 10 available now. So I had him on there. So.
Well, happy growing to you, and good luck with that, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey.
What is it? Wellbone that I sent you?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes, sir. So tell them. I know you switch days now from your show. What day is your show on, and what time? You know, where can they find it at again?
You can catch me on the Social Grow on Thursday night at 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast. You can also, if you're not a member, you can go to Ustream.com or Ustreamtv.com and look me up there. Cookies Might Grow, and you can click on there as well. Catch me there as well.
All right. Well, I thank you, man, for picking up the phone and letting us know what we can do to help. But I'm gonna figure something out.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it. And everybody, you know, check out Brian. Go to his PayPal page on PayPal.com. BrianJ12345 at gmail.com. Whatever you can pop into there, that'd be great. But yeah, thanks for having me on the show and for hooking up Brian, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate it. Man, I'll holler at you later.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Peace out, PSG.
That's Cookies Mike, y'all. Good buddy of mine, man. Good guy. Yeah, he had it. I was gonna say too, but I didn't have my show. He switched his nights up to Thursdays now, so he's not beginning, so it's Thursdays. So that's might be the end of the show, y'all. A little loaded. We're getting ready to roll up again. My lights just went off in the back. So I will see y'all next week. I'm waiting for some things to come in the mail still, so waiting on customs, so that should be here soon. But if that comes during this week, we'll have a really, really good show next week. So if that, I will see you next week. Stay safe, stay medicated, stay smoking, and it better be medical. You know, everybody, I'm out. Peace.